Hi friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. So in the last session we have briefly discussed about sets and how to represent the sets. In this session we'll go through some examples to apply the concept whatever we have learned with respect to the set representation. So let's go through these examples. The first one, describe the following sets in roster form. Following sets in roster form, that means they are given in set builder. Now we have to represent them in the roster form. Now what's the first one? All the values of x such that x is a letter before E in the English alphabet. X is a letter before E in the English alphabet. We know that alphabets are A, B, C, D, starts with A, B, C, D, E before E. So what I have to represent? I have to write in curly brackets. The values will be A, B, C, D and E. Elements always we give in lowercase, that's why we have to give lowercase. So the values will be A, B, C, D before E, so E will not be there. The values will be A, B, C, D. That's our first answer. Let's move to the next one. X belongs to n and x value such that x square is less than 25. First of all, x belongs to n. What's the meaning of that? X value will start from 1 onwards. That is what we know, because counting numbers starts from 1. Okay, so from 1 onwards, if there are no condition, I have infinite. But what he says other than that, x square is less than 25. That means let us write down these numbers. First number is 1, second is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will stop there. Now let us see the squares of them. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square. And he says that should be less than 25. So I am ready for the answer. I will put curly braces and I will say 1 square, 1 is less than 25. So x square is less than 25. So x can be a value. Okay, next go to the next one. 2 square is less than 25. So you can see now 2, 3, 4. If I go to 5, what happens? 25 is less than 25? No, it's not correct. So the values are 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go to the next one. X is such that x belongs to n first of all. So again we start from 1 onwards because it's natural numbers. X is a prime number and 10 less than x less than 20. What's the meaning of that? We want all the prime numbers which are between 10 and 20, and x is also a natural number. So between 10 and 20, what are the prime numbers you have? Let's try to fill in them. 10 is a composite number, 11 is a prime number, 12 is not, 13 is a prime number, 14 is not, 15 is not, 16 no, 17 is a prime number, 18 no, 19. So 11, 13, 17, 19 are nothing. This is nothing but equal to the set values. Elements of the set are 11, 13, 17, 19. Let's look at the fourth one. X belongs to n. Again x is natural number. X is 2n. What is the meaning of that? You take a number, multiply with n, and n also belongs to n. That means what you are saying actually is multiples of n starting from 1. So how it will look like? X belongs to n. Okay, x starts from 1 onwards. N also belongs to n. That means n will start from 1. If n equal to 1, I will have x equal to 2. So my first element will be 2. The second element n equal to 2, because n belongs to n. After 1, the next one is 2. 2 2s are 4. So you can see now I will have 2, 4, 6, 8, and there is no constraint. So we'll continue. So you can see now 1, 2, 3 are finite sets, whereas fourth is not a finite set. Fourth is a infinite, because You cannot count how many elements can be there. You cannot find it out. So let's go to the next problem. Describe the following sets in the set builder form. Now it's exactly reverse of the first problem where they have given the set builder and asked us to give it in roster. Now it is reverse. So let's go ahead and do this one. A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have to write set builder form for that. How I will write? A is equal to, I'll put curly brackets, then I will say x, all the values of x such that, can I say x belongs to n. Why I am saying that? Because you are starting from 1. You are starting from 1. That means counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means x should be less than 7. X belongs to n, x less than 7. What is the meaning of that? What are the values less than 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can write it like this, or you can also write it as 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 6. This way also you can write it. Anything is fine. Let's go to the next one. B. What I have here? 1, nothing but 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5. Can you observe the pattern here? If I am in number 3 position, I have in denominator 3. That means it's nothing but of the format 1 by n. So what I will write now? I will say B equal to x such that x equal to 1 by n. Also n belongs to capital N. That means you are saying n is a natural number, because you can see in the denominator I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infinite. That means they are all natural numbers. So n has to be a natural number and my x should be nothing but equal to 1 by n. So if I have natural numbers, obviously the x value will be nothing but 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 goes on. Okay, right. That's about it. Let's go to the next one. We'll go to the next one. C. Again we'll put curly braces. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. This is interesting. Now for the first time I see 0 here. That means they are not natural numbers. Other than natural numbers, what you have? Whole numbers you have, and also you have integers. But these are all positive integers. So I will say x such that x equal to, x belongs to, I will put it directly, positive integers. If I take positive integers, I will start from 0, and what is the pattern here? 3 into 0, 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4. So can I say 3n? And can I say n also belongs to z plus? X equal to 3n, you can say directly n belongs to z plus. That should be fine. You don't need to specify this. Even you specify also, it's fine. Because n, when you are saying z plus, n will start from 0 onwards. So 3 into 0, 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4 continues. Okay, let's move to the next one. This is D. Okay. 5, 25, 125, 625. Can you see the pattern here? 5, 25 seems to be a little bit known relation, right? 5, 5 square. From then onwards you can guess this is 5 cube and 5 to the power of 4. So this is nothing but 5 to the power of 1, 5 to the power of 2, 5 cube, 5 to the power of 4. That means the values of the powers are between 1 and 4. So I can take that as n and I can say 5 to the power of n. So I will say x such that x equal to 5 to the power of n, comma, if I leave like that, then it is infinite, right? And I have to specify what are the values I want for n. So I will say 1 less than n, 1 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 4. That means if n value equal to 1, x will become 5. If n equal to 2, x will become 25. If n equal to 3, x will become 125. If n equal to 4, x will become 625. Okay. Let us do some more. Okay. Here you go. List all the elements of the following sets. What we have to do? A is a set given by all the values of x such that x square is less than or equal to 10 and x belongs to z. We have to be very careful whenever they say belongs to one number set. Either it's a rational numbers or it is integers or it is natural numbers. You have to be very careful. Now integers means what I have? I have both positive integers and also I have negative integers. Very good. Now x square is less than or equal to 10. X square is less than or equal to 10. So what are the values you will have? If it is only natural numbers, I will only take 1, 2, 3, because 1 square is less than 10, 2 square is less than 10, 3 square is less than 10. Once I go to 4, I cannot, because 16 is not less than or equal to 10. But this is only we have taken natural numbers. But now what we are interested in? Integers. So I will have negative values also. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. That will be your elements. You can check it now. 0 is an integer, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 are integers. Similarly, 1, 2, 3 are integers. If suppose they have given positive integers, then your answer will be only, your answer will be different, right? Let's go to the next one. You will not take the negative values at that time. X, all the values of x such that x equal to 1 by 2n minus 1 and n is between 1 and 5. N is between 1 and 5. Let's substitute n equal to 1. 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. If n equal to 2, I get 1 by 3. If n equal to 3, I get 1 by 5. If n equal to 4, I get 1 by 7. If n equal to 5, I get 1 by 9. That's what we see. Okay, let us do one more. C is given a set all the values of x, set of all the values of x such that x is an integer, that's good, and x is between minus 1 by 2 and 9 by 2. First of all, let us see what is minus 1 by 2, minus 0.5, and what is 9 by 2, 0.5. Minus 0.5 and 4.5, what are the integers? This is nothing but x belongs to z. What are the integers you have? You have 0, you have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4. Anything else? No. So we can go ahead and say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. And here we go. This is the last one. X is a vowel in the word equation. Very simple. We have to start from first letter and see where are the vowels. E is an vowel. What are the vowels we have? A, E, I, O, U are vowels. Correct? So E is a vowel. So I will write E. Q, no. U, yes. A, yes. T, no. I, yes. O, yes. So you have A, E, I, O, U, everything covered in this. Okay? Right. So that's how we did some examples just to apply the concepts whatever we have learned about sets and their representations. In the next session, as I said earlier, we will look at different types of set and we will understand a little bit next level concepts, that's about subsets, supersets or universal sets, power sets. Then we will go on to Venn diagrams, and it's going to get more and more interested as we are moving forward. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now. Thank you.